Entertainment. So today I'm coming to y'all with another recap. We're talking Love and Hip Hop at Atlanta. Okay, so we start off where we left off, where Spice was just going off. Spice, you were doing too much. You're doing way too much. I don't know what Jamaican punch they put in Spice's drink, but the way that she was acting was off the wall. Okay, she's like, "Yes, bitch, yes, bitch." Like just how Sierra imitated her, she was bopping and weaving like a Smurf. Okay, you know the Smurf cartoon in the movie. That's how Spice was doing. I don't get how Spice could be so mad at Bambi when Bambi wasn't the one who called her a blue monkey. It was Erica that called you a blue monkey. So how are you gonna get mad at her for that? Just because she was capping, I do think Erica did kind of, tell her more than what she knew, and I think she tried to act like she didn't know. But it still doesn't give you the right to yell at her because it's not like she told her to call you a blue monkey. You know what I'm saying? So Scrappy and Shakana gets in the midst of this, and Shakana feels like Bambi was capping about that she wasn't fasting for Queen of the Dance Spice. Now, I don't think she was fasting either. I'm not gonna lie, Bambi. You don't look like you miss a meal. She's not a fat girl, but I'm just saying, like Bambi's. I don't see her as the fasting type of girl. So, I think that was cap. So Shakana starts to go in on Bambi. Now, this is where I was like, no. We're not gonna do that. To me, Shakana needs to sit down. Shakana cannot exist on a show on her own. She always has to be a part of somebody else's storyline. She always has to be part of somebody's sidekick. She's never her own entity. So you can't be going in on Bambi. She even compared to the fact that she was the same as Bambi because her and Bambi both came on TV as friends. Okay, that may be true, but Bambi has now surpassed you and has her own storyline, her own. She moved on to a whole nother franchise, which you did too, but you're still somebody's sidekick. Spice, you're still not your own storyline. You're still not your own entity. That's what bothers me about Shakana. And it also, when she says, "Oh, you wasn't fasting, you was out. If you was fasting, you should have been fasting so you don't lose your husband." Now, Kirk did a little. Now, Rashida, you should have took whatever Jamaican rum punch was in that table and splashed it in his face, because that was shade towards you too. Because what's about that? Now, I don't see something funny about that, Kirk, when you don't put Rashida through all that stuff, having all the babies on her. You laughing over there. I would have got him for that. I'm telling you, Bambi missed all of that, but I know she's probably watching right now. She's watching feel the type of way, because I would have felt the type of way. And Rashida, you should really feel some type of way too, because there ain't nothing to giggle about, okay? I don't see Quagmire in here. Ain't no giggity, nigga. Ain't no laughing, okay? So Shakana ends up calling Bambi, is nothing but like 304, and that she was in the pool with Busy. They never gonna let her live that down. Okay, they're just never gonna let her live that down, because it's like that's an iconic moment. Okay, you had a 40-year-old nigga just in a jacuzzi with some 20-year-olds cheating on their pregnant baby mom. So it's kind of like that's Love and Hip Hop gold. So Bambi's just gonna have to live with that for the rest of her life. Sorry, Buki. And also, another thing that gets brought up, Bambi uses Malaysia's line. She said your wig is in a car. She says your wig is in the river or something like that. You got that from Malaysia. When Malaysia was sitting down with OG, and Malaysia was like, your wig is in the car.
Coming off. No, it's not. I see it. No. No. You don't see anything. Not with those bangs. I need a drink. Your wig is already in the car.
When OG's hair was pushed like that, that's where you got that from. So you're not slick, Bambi. We know exactly where you got that from. You got that from Malaysia, okay? Next thing on Earwalk stuff ends up like touching on Shakana's leg. She ends up leaving, and her and Spice ends up leaving. Rennie Rucci is me and his team, just laughing. Because I would have been, because it was funny. Sorry. I'm sorry. It was funny. It was irritating, but it was sort of funny too. Because the way Spice was getting all butt, that's why a lot of people are not feeling Spice this season, because Spice is on like an angry streak. It's as if somebody did something to her to the point of near death. Besides Erica, I'm talking about everybody else. Erica, I get the anger with Erica, but everybody else, I don't get the hostility with them. You know what I'm saying? So then Bambi starts, feeling so bad for herself. She's like, I feel so attacked. Like, attack Bambi. She's getting a divorce. Attack me. Now, I don't think that's true now, Bambi. You go a little bit too far. Let's not throw a pity party. Let's not do that. Because she was acting as if they're like targeting her. Like, Spice was targeting you, but not everybody else. And Scrappy been targeting you as a baby mom. Okay? So she starts to pity herself. Next thing we see is Spice talking to Sierra. So Sierra's basically letting Spice know what she did wrong that night and how she was bitch. How she was bopping her head like a Smurf on that dinner table and how she's 100% wrong with that. Thank you to Sierra for being honest with her. Spice, although she was serious, I feel like she's taking it as a joke. I really feel like she doesn't think that she did anything wrong. And thank God she flat ironed that bob. Because that bob was, oh my God. It was giving a mop. Like I had a little wet spot earlier in my apartment. Like, thank God. The bob looked better in the scene. It was more flatter. Okay? So Sierra's telling her, like, oh, since you don't have the surgery, your second chance at life, you've been a little mean. So, like, why are you having a mean streak? She just says that, oh, she feels like everybody's all fake. Okay, y'all know Eric Spice. She's like, everybody is fake. And me don't play the fake games. They fake. Me tell you, Sierra, they fake. Okay? To me, Spice plays victim a lot. She says Bambi came at her, but it was really how you came at Bambi. You start calling her the B word. So it's kind of like, I don't get how you are the victim in that scene. That's crazy to me. So they get to a boat party. Everybody is there except for Spice and Shakana. So Amy proceeds to let the girls know that Shakana tried to check her at breakfast, okay? And she checked her on the fact that during the argument between Bambi, Spice, and Shakana, Amy basically stepped in and said, hey, don't argue with that. Which I'm like, that's correct, Amy. Don't argue with that. I would have said the same thing. Because Shakana, to me, isn't worth the argument with. Right? So next thing you know, she was like, oh, the person who told her that was you, Rain Rucci. Now, Randy, you was being messy. It is okay. Don't try to sugar it up. Don't try to, make it sweet. Don't try to package it in a good package. You were being messy. And it's okay. We like messy in reality TV. But you were being messy. She tries to say the only reason why she did that is because she felt like, she was saying what everybody said. No, it's okay, Rennie. You wanted your lick back a little bit. So Amy basically tells Rennie, like, why did you tell her that? Like, why did you go ahead and try to be messy? And, Rennie gives the BS excuse. Amy wasn't having it. They start going back and forth, calling each other all types of B's or whatever. Amy, the way Rennie did Erica Banks, you would have flew up in that ocean. Okay? You would have needed a life draft, a lifesaver. You would have needed something. Because I'm telling you, she sat Erica down, even though we didn't get to see it. But the way Erica got up, I could tell she was sat down. So I think, Amy, the same thing would have happened to you. But I get Amy's anger because that was messy, right? They start going back and forth, and Carly just starts crying. She's like, the reason why Carly starts crying is because she has had a traumatic experience as a child with water or something like that. So I guess where at one point she almost drowned. So the girl had like a flashback. So she's like, it reminded me when Shelly of BGC7 was getting arrested, and Angie was like, stop crying. It reminded me like of that, because Bambi was like, stop crying, Erica. Stop crying, Carly. Stop crying. So she's bawling. Amy and Rainy Rucci going back and forth. They had to escort, I believe, Erica to the other side of the bus or off the other side of the boat or off of the boat. But they just took her away. Amy was left there. Chaotic's trying to calm them down or whatever. I just feel like Shakana still shouldn't have checked her because you were doing the most. Although Rainey was being messy, Amy had every right to call you that because you were talking a little bit too much for it to have really not that much to do with you. You was just the middleman between Erica and Spice. That's it. So they take Rainey on the other side of the boat. Amy feels bad that she ruined the day. They get off the boat. Amy's body, y'all, whoo, baby. If I went that way, Amy would be it. The body is bodying. Abs are like, she has an 8-pack. You could play, her abs are like xylophone. She got xylophone mother abs, baby. Oh, her body is there. Say what you want about her, but her body is thick. Her body is really nice, like real shit. Like I gag. So she feels bad that she ruins the night. You already know how Yandy do. Yandy loves to do this to the new girls. She likes to mother them and make it seem like, you know, she's Queen Latifah to the rap girls. She's like, you know, you did ruin the night, but you got to realize that if you didn't accept the apology that was given, and if that person didn't accept the apology that was given, then you can't let them control how you act, okay? She's giving advice and everything. I will say this. Rainey and Amy will never like each other. You could just tell they're like oil and water. They're just not gonna mix at all. Like, it's just not gonna happen. And it's okay. Not everybody's meant to get along and be cookie crunch girlfriends, like Milan said. So it's nothing that, you know, is a bad thing. It's just y'all not gonna like each other. Plus, the way you came at Rainey, Amy, I don't like you ever either, because you call her all types of bees, dummies, or passed arounds, all this type stuff. And you expect me to be cool with you after that? Like, come on now. Like, Amy knew she had that coming a little bit. So the cast all gets together for a karaoke night. Before that, Jessica keeps Bambi company. I forgot Jessica was on the show. Please don't bring her back. She's a nice girl, but she belongs on like a Basketball Wives or a Bravo show. She belongs on Summer House. Okay? Below Deck. Not Love and Hip Hop. I'm sorry. You don't have to be the most dramatic person. You ain't even got to fight. But she's not like an intriguing personality. And not even that. Her storyline is redundant. It's the same on Nick Cannon. And he's not even filming with her, so it makes it worse. It's like you're talking about Wizard Kelly. Like, we don't even know what he looks like. Okay? So they have like a karaoke night or whatever, and they get Amy and Rainey Rucci to kind of talk it out. I really feel like when they apologized to each other the first time, neither of them cared about the apology. They were just playing nice, like Amy said. They were trying to like patch it up to get Yandy to shut up. That's what it was. It had nothing to do with them actually, you know, accepting each other's apology and like actually being cool and friend. No, that wasn't the case. So I wasn't surprised that they ended up cussing each other out. This time it seemed a little bit more genuine. I still don't think they're gonna like each other like that. It's okay though. And they kind of patch it up. And then next thing you know, Bambi and Scrappy end up talking it out. This was very mature of Scrappy to do, to give her a genuine apology for all the stuff that he did. She kind of did the same too and kind of accepted the apology. That's sometimes what like relationships and stuff need. So it was good to see Scrappy do that, because Scrappy from seasons ago, I don't think would have done that. So, you know, it's great to see them kind of reconcile in that manner. Off the show, it's a whole different story because there's so much drama with them. But on the show, it's good to see that, you know, he at least apologized and gave her flowers for being a good person, okay? Also, one thing I wanted to show you guys is the reunion. So the reunion of Love Hip Hop Atlanta filmed yesterday, okay? As you guys can see here, Erica Mena was on the way.
Work on set to fucking tell y'all the tea. So I'm going to tell it for y'all. I don't know if they're going to get mad for snitching, but we on the way today. We actually doing a reunion for y'all. Wish we fucking let. Bitch, I got to do this reunion today. Send me all of y'all like positive vibrations today.
I am single, you guys.
I'm gonna should I do a sneak peek of like my outfit? J-Lo status vibes. That's what I'm giving. I'm just not with the shits.
Okay, I heard that she is going to be at a reunion. Now MTV, Viacom, or Mon Ami. How y'all gonna fire her and then make her come to the reunion? That's crazy. If it was me, I'd be petty and I'll show up. Play with me if you want to. You fired, I'm fired, right? But contractually, she probably was contracted to show up. Like, you have to show up to the reunion or else you're going to be sued because that's part of your seasonal contract. You're just not coming back next season. So I still would have had a little attitude about it because that's kind of really messed up. Y'all fired her like that. After seeing the footage, y'all really could have fired her, I'm not fired her after the seeing the footage. After y'all fired her after it aired, y'all really could have fired her after seeing the footage. That would have made the situation look a lot more better than it actually does now. But props to her for showing her face because they're gonna be on your ass, Miss Mena. Okay. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode and also what y'all think about her showing up to the reunion. Would y'all have showed up or not? Okay. Leave your comments down below and we out, babies.
No personal thing.